Oh yeah. You had freed him and his daughter and his granddaughter from the demons, and you realized that you could very well follow the tracks back south where you had seen them split off. You might be able to trace those back to Eurocris camp. So at this point in time, after your long rest and in a comfortable environment where you were literally in an inn, well, somebody's home who's basically kind of doing an Airbnb thing anyway.
Mm.
You will be able to get your rest without any interruption of the night, and you can begin on your travels.
Okay.
Did you have anything else you wanted to discuss before you head out?
Yes,
Um,
you didn't give me my tokens.
Your tokens?
Yes, we talked about last week.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
From Summon Fiend. Just for good measure, a demon, a devil, and a Yugoloth.
You need a Yugoloth?
Yeah, I can summon them now.
oh,
Oh, you okay? You could summon fiends. Oh boy, they're gonna love that here.
You put us on level 12.
I'm gonna pretend
All
I
right.
didn't hear that. I'm just gonna sit
Yugoloth is
here.
not showing up in the
I'm
fifth
I don't
just,
know
edition
what a
thing.
Yugoloth is.
I'm just gonna sit
A, Yu-
here and drink out of my D&D mug.
a Yugoloth is basically like in between demons and devils. They're the neutral evil species.
They sound nice.
Some people know them as Eric.
Oh.
Great. I don't have a token for Yugoloth. We're gonna have to figure out which one it is
I think we should.
because I don't.
You should send a picture of your
It could
face.
be any of them.
We'll have to figure this out a little bit later, Rodrigo, because this is going to be more of a role playing session anyway.
Okay, that's fine. That's
Okay.
fine then.
Ain't no
Did you
fun
have any
like.
questions in the role playing aspect for the game?
Yes. What is my motivation?
Don't
Um.
die.
So you're a fallen warrior from a faraway land trying to
Ooh.
avenge your brethren and bring order to this world. Go.
Okay. I avenge my brethren.
Oh, wow,
Well,
God, fucking
congratulations.
bravo.
You see it?
You win. That's the end of the game.
Oscar-worthy performance.
Nailed it.
Roll
I
it.
hate
Roll,
all
now,
of you.
now roll a d20.
All right.
Roll a performance check.
But if there's you were really asking about motivation, we are suspicious that there's some mind flayer influence behind Eurocrust, right?
Yes, that was Vuk had described creatures that he suspected were assisting with him that he had seen here one in this world before.
Eucharist.
You're a Christ.
Eucharist?
I'm not a Christ. I'm a Smith.
Mm.
Mmm.
Okay, so I'm going to assume there's no serious questions.
Oh, heavens no.
Why would there be
As you head
those?
back,
Yeah.
as you head back down your ways, it's about a day's ride with the camels. You're able to actually easily follow the trail. There wasn't too much wind over here throughout the last couple of days, so most of the footprints are still in place. And just north of the basalt basin where you left, you can actually refollow the trail, and you can see it's still left in the black sands.
Well, that's not good. That means that people can follow us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're also walking along the same path that a lot of the Genasi have traveled.
Okay.
Right about
I
here.
don't want any dragons that are from a certain area that really don't like us to find us.
That's
I
true.
don't think they need to track our trail since they can see us from the sky. They're literally the eye in the sky.
Fair. Oh, you're a Christ.
Go ahead
That's
and
a
place
lot of
yourself in the
people.
bottom right corner of the map, please.
Look, it's a boat.
Uh, what corner? Sorry.
The bottom right corner of the map, please.
This is my character. There are many like.
And this is my gun.
I was just starting it.
Yeah.
It's like there are many like it, but this one is mine.
Mm.
Oh no, I was going to go. This one's for killing, and this one's for fun.
Oh, I see. I was going with the
It's more of the cadence
yeah.
version.
So, as you enter here, you can kind of see what appears to be a large gathering of the Earth Genasi around. They're all kind of crowded around watching this sort of center stage area that's lifted up pretty high there. And you can see the it's almost a wreckage, but it's not quite destroyed, of a large ship just to the north. It looks like probably some platform there. And among that crowd, you actually see a familiar face in a familiar tie-dye robe, just north of your position.
Is that shit?
Is it Gandalf?
You can also see the woman and her child, the ones that the man had spoken about among the crowd.
Let's see if I can hit him with a spear from here.
Oh wow.
I'm
Choosing
just kidding.
violence right off the bat.
I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna throw a spear at your pet.
Well, I mean, he's not my pet no more. He decided to run away.
Then I should definitely throw a spear at him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's hit him with a turd clod.
Let's see. Hold on.
It might help
Are
with
there
the smell
are there any
anyway.
pebbles on the ground?
No, he might think it's his daddy.
I'll show him who's his daddy.
Oh my.
Just a second here.
I don't like it when he says just a second. It usually means things are happening.
Isn't that the whole point?
Well, sometimes that means bad things are happening. And I don't want to have to kill all these Genasi.
Yeah, that's fair.
I won't. I will. Don't get me wrong.
I'm ambivalent about it.
It'll just
I
be
say
real
maybe
awkward
we-
trying to explain to Shin why I had to kill all of these Genasi.
Yeah, I know. That would be really awkward.
Hey, there we go.
There you go. So,
Hi, everybody.
Whoa.
so
Well,
you see the
hello
familiar
there.
face right there among the other Genasi, just kind of waiting expectantly for Eurychus to speak.
I'm gonna throw a rock.
Okay, now we're not gonna throw rocks at him
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
because it's an actual him and not just a figment of our imagination.
I'm throwing a rock at him to get his attention.
Shin, you see your familiar friends and old party members coming in and joining along with the rest of the crowd here.
Does a 19 hit?
Oh, there.
How's your armor class, Shin?
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, a lot better than that.
18.
As you turn and see us, you get hit right in the chest with a rock.
Mhm.
Wait, isn't he made of rocks?
I
Wait,
guess.
how much force is like?
Well, so since it's an improvised weapon, it would be just my strength modifier, right?
Pretty much.
Then it's 6 damage.
Ow!
Dick move.
I'm so happy right now that you are
I-
here.
I don't even know if Shin would have realized it. He just would have outstretched his arm. You just see his full rainbow Technicolor dream coat, just all furled out, and he just goes, "Friend!" friends.
Well, fuck, if we were trying to be stealthy, everybody knows we're here now.
Still,
It's
Janet
loud-
cannot contain her glee, so she is standing there, waving very smallly next to herself.
It's loud enough here with all the commotion and the murmuring in the crowd that right there is only looked at by a few genasi around you, but most of them return to the conversations.
Turn to Xanath to say, your pet forgets his manners.
oh wow.
Can't
So
believe
you know this
he's here.
person.
I can't believe he's here.
Alright, we're gonna walk up a shin. Since
But wait, who is this person?
we'll...
Rodrigo has yet to be or Al Hashim has yet to be introduced.
Oh,
Alashim has not met him. That's correct.
I don't think you have either.
a former... Well, technically he has, but
Yes.
he hasn't.
I haven't.
Your character has.
Your character has,
You
you
appeared
haven't.
right at the end of it, though.
Yeah, we played.
Oh, briefly. That's right, yeah. Sorry,
briefly.
my bad.
It was a long time ago.
I'll explain to
I know, I
Al
was
It's
looking
at
at
the
it, it's like-
beginning.
because I assume Xanath is going over there, like, you know,
She's trying to scale this
she's going very strong and stoically, but also, like, very excitedly.
She's climbing over rock people.
It's
She's-
like
well,
seeing your
she's climbing up a
Labrador
rock
after it ran
face.
away for a while.
She, like, kicks a child out of the way.
Oh yeah.
well, whoever the fuck this is definitely getting punted.
As we're walking over there, I'll explain to Al Hashim, like, you know, he's a former member of our party.
You bump into it, and the NPC goes, "Hey, watch it there!
She turns and goes,
Knock it off! Hey,
Growl.
watch it there!"
We're going aggressive against the local
She's
already.
definitely gone full Lysel on him.
And not me, like, with my arms, like, still outstretched, like, looking around at all the rest of the genasi, like, yeah, they're with me. They're with... Hi. Sorry.
This will
Use
probably
them.
never happen again. If his arms are still out, she is going to attempt a grapple and a hug.
A grapple hug.
Okay, so go ahead and make an attack roll against his armor class for the grapple.
It's an unarmed, or not an unarmed, I'm sorry, an non-lethal attack, for fuck's sake. Don't make it bigger than it is. okay?
Well, just do a grapple. It's a strength check. That's
I'm
all.
joking. You don't have to do that. I have certain shin
Fuck
would be
not.
fine with the hug.
It's a,
Oh, yeah,
it's a strength
yeah.
check. I have horrible strength.
How do you hug and miss? No, I'm just joking.
It would be
Like
the
that.
only way. The only way it would be bad would be if it was contested.
It's
Yeah.
contested.
He's obviously willing. He put his arms out.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so I would give Rodrigo the rundown. He's a former member of our party. He left after we fought cranium rats in faraway place for helping out the fancy people.
Strollbug?
That's it. Yep, Strollbug. See, look,
Yeah.
why
I
are we having
remember
the
things.
stupid person do the remembering?
Yeah.
So
Do you
as
say cranium rat, like,
That's what
Pretty-
I think. Oh,
pretty,
Cranium
pretty vocally?
I mean, I'm explaining it to him as we're walking over there. I'm not being like quiet
He's-
about it.
So, Xanath, as you hug Shin, you suddenly feel a movement from beneath his robe in just around the
Gross.
shoulder area.
That's an
Followed
HR
by-
issue.
Inappropriate.
Shush. Followed by an angry squeaking, and something pops out, and you recognize one of the cranium rats that
Oh
was
my.
many as one.
Do I
Just kind
notice
of pop
it?
up on his shoulder angrily. Xanath does. And you'll probably notice it here in just a second, too.
I pick him up. Oh yeah, that's right, Stuart. And the rat is also dressed in a Technicolor dream coat.
Stuart looks irritated at being named Stuart.
Sounds
Only
like
thing
the,
worse than Stewart is Sue.
Shin, you what is what is what is
He
that?
broke her brain.
I kiss it.
He broke her brain.
She's trying not to heave.
He's so adorable.
Do I see it?
Yeah, you see him kiss many as one, and many was one turns to Shin and says, "Do not kiss many as one. This is unbefitting for one of my intelligence."
Where is many as
This
one?
is how I show
We
my
are-
love, Stuart.
This is definitely turned into an odd Baldur's Gate episode.
Are you holding it in your hands?
Yes.
He's got us, but as a cranium rat.
I have very mixed feelings because those things almost killed me once.
Is that okay, wait, it's many as one. It's a hive mind.
Yeah, they're a hive mind, so it may not have been this individual rat because I turned most of those into a red mist,
Right?
but it's still one of those rats.
He still probably knows your face. And wants
Minnie's
to
one
eat
definitely
it.
recognizes you guys, and
The blender.
The
and Minnie's one is
Definitely.
extremely apprehensive, looking at your group, remembering exactly what happened down in the sewers.
He probably should be, to be fair.
And to be fair, every cranium rat experiences the death of every single one of their number.
Yeah, because we're not kind.
Rightfully so. I experienced my death pretty fucking well.
And not me just still holding on to the rat, just like, ah.
La-di-da-di-da.
I'm gonna
I
pull out.
thought you went to find your father and family, Shin.
Wait, what?
I thought that's why you left, was to go and find your father. Did you find him?
Well, detour on that. Actually spent a lot of time with Stuart and his family.
How'd
I
you
like
do that?
lift him up a little
I
bit.
thought we left him back in the city.
No, remember
we-
he was trying to take many as one to a new home.
And found his family a new home, and Stuart decided he was gonna come with me.
I'm gonna pull out my +2 dagger. I'm gonna step a little bit closer.
Look at the rat. Is that the way of it?
You're asking the rat if that's the way of it?
Yes, I am. He speaks.
She's talking to rats now.
Many as one has gone into exile. Many as one has no desire to return to the Strohbug territories. Many as one did as you asked. Please do not harm it.
Oh, dude, was I there for this? Did we set this thing free?
You technically were. You guys
Yeah, we
made a
had
deal with
made
them.
a deal with them.
If many as one would send a message to your people.
Oh
he
yeah.
said-
Yeah, okay.
He sent it to
I
both
do
your respective
I do
peoples.
remember that.
And you saw one of your respective peoples up in the night sky about 7 days ago.
We sure did.
Yeah, we used them like a cell phone.
Basically called for an Uber, and then you just watched the Uber crash and burn.
Well, you know, they shouldn't have been drinking and driving.
Yeah, they're supposed to be the ones picking you up so you don't drink and drive.
That's right.
That was supposed to be our DD home, man.
Anyways.
I'm gonna glare at the rat.
Minnie's one stares right back and is watching your knife, mostly.
So does that mean you've come back to us? Shin?
Well,
Well,
what are you guys doing here? I mean, I ended up like following the rest of the pilgrims east because I wanted to find out what all this was about. I was having dreams. It told me to go east.
We saved some of these pilgrims.
and we killed a whole bunch of other things that are unmentionable.
We killed a bunch of demons.
Underwear?
Dealt with some ghosts,
Yep.
gods.
We fought a couple of, well, we didn't fight any gods, but we've dealt with a god, two
There was a giant
gods.
fish.
That was one of
Gods,
the
ghosts, and demons. Oh my.
Oh, there's another
We've
god that wants
been-
to kill us. Don't forget that.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a couple
don't-
dragons involved.
Yeah.
Oh, and we picked up a genie. He's over here.
Zenith's
Yeah.
muscle daddy.
Oh yeah,
A djinn?
in a jar.
Well, Al, come here.
Okay. You are talking about me as if I weren't there. So...
Well, you were standing up. You're like standing a little bit further away, and it was like I
Of
feel
course,
like
look at that. So many people here.
well, push him out of the
They
way.
don't get out the way.
Look, it's as simple as this. Maybe I'll push somebody. Hold on.
Isn't I see Shin way over there?
Should I strength check
I
somebody?
see you. I saw you way over there, husband.
No, I'm not gonna actually push anybody. I feel like Shin would
Okay.
get mad.
Most of the people around here are refugees and pilgrims, and it looks like they've already had a really hard time as it is. You could
Shin.
probably push one over pretty easy.
Shin Al Shin.
Oh, have they not been eating enough rocks?
That's racist. Against Earth Genasi.
See, I didn't realize they were all Earth Genasi, so it couldn't have been racist.
They're not all Earth Genasi.
They're all Genasi. Most of them are Earth Genasi. There's a couple of other airs and fires kind of mixed in the crowd, but mostly Earth. You recognize a lot of the same sort of features, either the stony cracked skin, shale in the hair, stuff like that.
Introductions made. There, I did my part.
Okay.
Yeah,
Shin, do you have anything else you wanted
there's-
to? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rodrigo.
No, I was just gonna say that there isn't much for us to talk about. We've just met each other.
Fair enough. Shin, is there anything else you wanted to go over with them about why you're here?
Holding my Wendy's, the pilgrims. Oh, when Zith makes the comment about the other Genasi, I'm just gonna mention that most of them are refugees and like just hungry and cold, and they just need good leadership, man.
Okay, so is that you?
Ooh,
No.
leader of the rock people.
No, they got these two different camps. We got Vuk.
Narhep.
Yeah, that guy.
We've met him.
And then I'm gonna fuck up the name. I'm sorry.
Is it Eurocrest?
Sorry, Eric. Eurocrest. Yeah, I was like Eurocrest.
No, it's fine.
Euroquest,
Eurocrest.
yeah.
Eurocrest.
Just call him Eucharist, you know, like the cracker. Eric likes that.
Mhm.
No, I do not.
He does.
He likes it so much that he has to deny it, otherwise he might get a little stiffy from it.
It was
See?
a Roman salute.
Oh wow!
Oh.
I say that with complete.
We're aware. We're all
irony.
aware.
Irony.
I know what you mean.
I was trying to figure out the word. I was like, no, it was irony. I was definitely joking. It was not a Roman salute.
It wasn't a
I mean,
Roman salute. It was a boner. I mean,
it was a Roman salute.
Technically, yes, but that's not why he did it.
That's
He
yeah.
wasn't honoring the Roman Empire, which has long
No.
since been dead for 2,000 fucking years.
they're not the ones who made it famous.
Well, originally.
No. Just because you made something doesn't mean you made it famous.
eh,
Like, currently, in today's era, you know, Gary Gygax, you know, sort of made D&D and whatnot, right?
Yeah, I've heard of that guy.
But everybody knows, like, most people nowadays know more about D&D because of Critical Role and Matt Mercer.
Right.
So,
Mhm.
just
Well,
because...
first of all, I know it because of Marlon Wayans,
Okay, see?
Jeremy Irons.
But
Also,
but most of
That's
the
why-
younger crowd have learned about it because of, like, Matt Mercer or Brennan, I can never remember his last name.
Frazier.
Nope.
No, no.
The guy from College.
I
Humor.
actually-
Mick something. It's Brennan Mick something.
I actually like Brennan. His stuff is really funny.
Yeah, but he...
I've been
So,
watching Dungeons and Drag Queens. It's hilarious.
yeah, but like DMs like that are the ones who have made it famous for a lot of like the new players and the younger, and it's honestly kind of the thing that's sort of like driven. I feel like those two camps that have made it more accessible are what have driven WotC towards like the changes that they've made to make it as accessible as they've tried.
So Shin, you were telling him about the two camps?
Yeah. And then just like mentioning that Eurocrest is a revolutionary in his own right, but Vuk is a self-proclaimed god of the Genasi, and
So which one do you not want us to take down?
I mean,
I mean, we can take them
uh,
both down.
when we spoke
I
to
know, but I'm
Vuknar,
asking Shin. He's been gone,
I think they
and
both
as a
need to
present
go.
to him, I'm not going to hurt one of them too much.
Oh, okay. That's nice of
Go
you.
ahead, go ahead,
when
Rodrigo.
no, I mean when we talked to Vuknar after we conferenced among ourselves, I was under the impression that a huge amount of his power comes from his temple throne amplifier thing where he lives at. And maybe this challenges his legitimacy, but at least it seems that he does something for the Genasi. On the other hand, what is Eurocrest's goal? What are Eurocrest's goals? What does he do for the Genasi besides having them pilgriming, well, making this pilgrimage all the way here and lacking food, lacking water, obviously lacking rest.
That's a valid point.
and
Does that a revolutionary make? Then we have a lot of revolutionaries in cast.
That point. Can't deny that.
Shin will also mention the fact that both of them seem kind of on opposite ends of the same spectrum. Like, and he kind of looks around, he goes, none of them like to clean up their trash.
Oh,
That checks out.
getting rid of
What
the
exactly do you mean
undesirables,
by
huh?
that?
Different kind of trash there.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Yeah, and I just start like pointing at all the rubbish next to the campfires and like
There's red Solo cups, water bottles, granola
Mhm.
Oh, you
wrappers.
are talking literally
Yeah.
about trash. You are literally talking about trash.
yeah,
It-
It's
yeah.
like a
it's the-
music festival
Yeah, it's
after
the
the
day
weekend.
after fucking what's
Burning
that
Man
big one? Burning Man, yeah.
or
Exactly,
Coachella.
exactly.
No,
And then you
Coachella I
have
think
the
would be a
biggest
better
hippie
example.
Yeah.
just sitting there with his hands on his hip, like, you guys, we gotta clean up after ourselves, man. Leave our campsite better than it was, man.
Yeah.
Do you want me to start hurting people to make them clean up?
Yes.
I need the
pull out a second dagger.
the 4 Gith characters. If you guys know how to whisper a roll to me, I need you to whisper a perception roll, please.
Oh gosh, I think I've done. I've never done it in this program. I don't think.
It's what is it? It's slash
There's a gear
WGM
icon.
roll or slash GM
Oh, yeah.
roll.
Oh, in the chat. Okay.
Yeah, and then just do 1d20 and then tell them your
Is that
perception.
one word GM roll?
Yeah.
No space.
And then d20 plus and then plus whatever your modifier is. Just the way I.
It's what perception?
Yeah.
Perception, yes.
Oh, meanwhile, now that Shin and Al Hashim are close each other,
What is it? Oh, okay.
you can see that he looks like a human, but with some Earth Genasi features.
Oh, I don't have access to Mel's
However,
character
he
sheet.
is.
I don't
However,
think I
you
do
can
either.
That's right. I'll roll one for him.
Okay.
Oh, cool. I can whisper it to myself too.
That should be a song.
I don't know why, but you said that should be a song after he said I whisper to myself too, and I started thinking of I whip my hair back and forth.
See, I touch myself came to my mind.
That's what came to my mind.
I assume that's what people were going for, but like I don't know why, but my brain went straight to I whip my hair back and forth. Not because I enjoy the song, but because when Jimmy Fallon did it like in the style of Bob Dylan, it was really funny.
Well, now I have to listen to that. Thanks.
You're
All
welcome.
right. So, if you could check your emails, or sorry, your messages from your direct messages from me. If you pass, you'll have gotten a message from me. Otherwise, you won't have
Oh
gotten
yeah,
one.
I knew
Well,
I didn't.
now I know I didn't pass.
What's that?
But now I know I didn't pass.
Nope.
Wait, are we supposed to know whether or not we passed?
Well, that
Are
was
other
the
people?
idea. I don't want
Other
you. I don't
people
want to.
supposed to know whether or not we passed?
I don't want
That's-
other people to know if
Okay,
if
I
you
might
passed or
have
not.
passed. I don't know.
Okay. Well, please.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ, right?
Well, I mean, the powers of deduction. You guys will be able to figure out who I sent a message to. So there's that. In the meantime, you kind of hear a hush start to pass over the crowd here, and everyone's paying attention as you can see a Genasi who looks a little younger. He looks like he's probably about 30 years of age, and he doesn't have any of the hair that you see around. In fact, he's actually kind of shaved his head bald.
Mm.
And he steps up and begins to address the crowd here. And his voice kind of booms out there, and it's not a harsh voice. It's actually kind of soft, but still powerful.
Boom.
You hear, brothers, sisters, we stand here together, joined in blood and purpose. We all come here for the call of Grandfather Vuk. Vuk who promised us the safety and the love and the compassion of a father we'd never truly known of this harsh world in which we were born. He calls us in our dreams, and we feel the pull of our combined kinship as we drive further west into his arms. But where is he? He sits on his throne, waiting for us to find him amidst the demons and devils that invade our world. He sits in safety, calling us to tread through danger and death, to come worship at his feet, to serve and supplicate ourselves to him, to willingly lay down our freedoms to raise him to godhood. Here our people are slaughtered and enslaved. How many of you lost in the great pilgrimage to these lands? You look around, you see people kind of thinking about it and looking at the numbers. All of them have lost someone at some point. How many of you gave up the comfort of your homes and lives to answer this tyrant, this usurper, this rapist? The great conception, we've been told, when Vuknarheb visited our ancestors and sired our race. We are expected to be thankful to him for our very existence. But why? Because my great-grandmother never chose who would sire my grandfather. That choice was taken from her when Grandfather Vuk set his eyes upon her. How many of your grandmothers and great-grandmothers ever got that choice? Do we owe our existence to his crimes? Should we be grateful and hold him guiltless in accountability simply because his blood happens to be our ancestral blood? Vuk Narhep thinks so. He sits in his great spire, basking in the results of his crimes, an entire race of children worshipping and serving his will, playing as pawns in the great game against the other powers that rule Gash. I implore you, join me and help us tear down the spire, and end his dreams and free yourselves and your children of his grasp. I know you are frightened. I know you fear his sorcerer's powers that seemingly dwarf our own wills. But I have found an ally that can help us, and we have been formulating a plan. He has promised a way to combat Vuk's fell psionics, and has shown his kinship and willingness to help that I know we all need. Please, Uluthum, won't you join us?
This is getting more interesting.
Sorry, I'm trying to find something.
Who's Urathum?
Uluthum.
We're about to find out, I think.
I'm trying to find this. There we go.
You do know that the mind flayers are behind your personnets, don't you? You do remember that, don't you?
You see several other figures pop up, and the gift among
I'm
you
just, by the way,
immediately.
I'm talking to the party. Okay, I'm trying to be quiet about it.
Okay.
I'm not trying to make a fuss out of it.
You see them set up there, a small procession, and all of the Gith immediately recognize the vision of the mind flayers here.
See?
1 second. The one in front lowers its cowl, and you see the bulbous head, purple and with tentacles around the mouth.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
People.
I'm
I
sorry.
say that
Shin.
very loud.
I'm sorry, Shin. We're going to have to kill them.
The one up
Hope
front
this wasn't the
begins to
side that you wanted.
The one up front speaks, and he doesn't even move his mouth. He just telepathically radiates the noise. Children of Vuk Narhep, I and my kind come with hands extended in kinship. We know what it is to suffer under the yoke of entities like these, who would as soon demand your worship and obedience as crush you under its heel and discard you like unwanted trash. We've heard the cries of injustice and seen what this Vuk is doing to you and yours, and we've chosen to ally ourselves to your cause, to end its power and dominance over you. The Illithid are an ancient people, with powers and technology we've honed over eons. We know how to fight the powers he would wield over you, and we will break his spire once and for all. Know then that you are not alone. Know that his reign is nearly at an end. Know that the Genasi shall take back their names and identities from this pretender, and you will be able to take back Yash and make it a home for yourselves. A home where you no longer need fear the lash, no longer need fear warlords, no longer fear starvation, no longer need fear the demons that infest your lands. Together we will overcome.
I'm
She Xanath has is vastly insulted and affronted by a group of mind flayers just walking up saying that the Lithid are going to help the subjugated of this planet.
That understand the yokes of tyranny.
Can you give me a perception check, please? The four Giths in the party.
Sure.
And Val's.
Is
Why
this
don't you have Val's? I thought you had Val's sheet.
No, Val has
And
mine.
he has his.
Okay. Well, that won't matter too much. All three of you and Val's will secretly see this too. Those Illithid are not currently there. You can tell pretty fast that it is a projection of some sort. They're somewhere nearby, though, most likely.
maybe in the big ship?
That ship right there?
Maybe.
You're welcome to go check it out if you want. But
She's gonna start yelling over the crowd. They are liars.
Oh boy.
They are slavers themselves.
They are the ones who cast the yokes of tyranny.
They
Can I
are
make a history check?
they are
Sure.
whisperers of honey words into supple ears. They promise freedoms, and all they do is. I am on the wrong character sheet.
Sure.
Um,
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, you go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say,
He's just
Shin.
doing a soliloquy, so.
Sure. Shin, based on what you've heard about them from the time you spent with the party, this is not at all what mind flayers are like. They're right about this, that they are known usurpers and tyrants, that they have enslaved people.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be right there next to Xanath.
But the thing is that, yeah, it's entirely possible because it's not really well known to particularly people that have been here on Gash this whole time and may not be familiar with it. Most of these Genasi may not actually know how dangerous or what the mind flayers are. And it seems Eurochrist may also not know.
Oh, things are about to get very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, Christina Lynn, you were trying to shout that over the crowd?
Yes.
The
Your
crowd got loud when
stone-
it was.
Your
sorry,
stone
go ahead.
hide will not save you from their parasitic influence. Once they have their mitts in you, they will never let you go. It takes days. You will look just like them. You will no longer be yourself.
Go ahead and give
They're
me
not
a
even here.
persuasion at disadvantage because the crowd is very loud right now and it's hard to make yourself
Persuasion
heard
or
over it.
performance?
Performance, that's fine.
Your skins are hard, but your minds are soft and squishy.
All right, so you're on the 15 for that.
Oh,
A few of them around you actually kind of heard you and they are looking to hear more. But it didn't carry enough to hit the full extent of the crowd.
If I
So
were-
far,
5, 10,
hold on.
15.
If
She's yelling, and well, in theater we call it sailing, walking and talking.
hold on.
Sail.
I mean, I could give her advantage on that.
Gonna follow her.
what's your is it that you're doing to give her advantage?
Where is it? One of these things. Hold on. I always forget which one it is.
So cool it.
Is it this one?
He's doing the crazy cat thing.
You're a crazy cat.
I
Oh,
love that
snap.
it's now Soot that's getting yelled at and not Taz.
Um,
He's just racing around the house, which is funny because he's fucking fat as hell, so he's
don't-
basically just running into things. Like he
Taz
kind of
is
forgot he
fat.
has a lot of inertia.
yeah, never mind. I could, but I don't necessarily want to waste the storm rune right this moment.
That's fine.
You know what? There is something we can do to help her and give her advantage. We can start crying as well, just as the crowd's loud, and we can say, "These people have dragged you through the desert
5, 6,
without food,
7,
without water, but
8.
lo and behold, we are here to provide. Listen to what she's saying."
I am a prophet.
So you're trying to, well, basically, if you gave her advantage, you're only offsetting the disadvantage, which would still be the
Oh,
15
well.
there because then it would be just the primary roll.
Oh,
Okay.
I tried.
I'm
I tried. I tried.
That's fine. I
Man tried.
appreciate it.
It was pure DM tyranny in this case. I tried.
I'm gonna tell Xanath maybe we should talk to Eurocris and
I can almost guarantee he's already been infected with a mind flare tadpole.
Does anyone have thaumaturgy?
Ooh. I don't think so. I'm cleric.
Yeah, it's a cleric spell.
Is it a
Cantrip. It's
cleric
a
spell?
cleric
Hold on.
cantrip. Yeah,
Okay,
it's a
hold on,
cleric
hold on,
cantrip.
hold
I have
on. I
dispel
do.
magic.
I do.
Use that when you're talking. Your voice booms up to 3
Oh.
times as loud as normal for 1 minute.
All right, I'm gonna do that while I start.
Okay, that definitely got everyone's attention. And the mind flayers stopped talking and they're looking out there over at you. And even your Christ is kind of watching.
Oh, so Eurochrist is here.
Oh yeah,
I'm
he's up
gonna-
there on the mount.
We can see
He's,
him.
he's up there right now.
I'm still gonna be following Xanath.
Okay.
And like trying to tell the Genasi around me, brothers and sisters, listen. They come from the sky.
We're very
My
familiar
people
with
have
these.
fought there for millennia at this point. They are not even on planet, they're on their ship. They are terrified of the masses. And if I know anything about their people, then your leader up there is also infected. And it'll be a matter of days before he looks no longer like himself and more like his subjugators.
Okay, now give me a persuasion check.
Oh, shit.
Does the thaumaturgy at least make it a 10?
No. Sorry. So Eurychris is kind of looking at you for a second with sort of a quizzical expression on his face, and he turns back and looks at the at Ulathum and his cadre.
You
And
should
Ulathum,
never believe anything that they say because they are only trying to use you to take over this entire world. They have taken over many before you and they'll take over many after. They are a plague.
Ulathum, or at least his avatar, steps forward. You see the others kind of surround him at a nice distance there. Star Children, here. What an unexpected surprise. But tell me, why does it do you think that I would not help these people?
They're
Is it
not people. They are a hive.
No, he's asking us why they wouldn't help.
Is he the mind flayer?
Yeah, the
Ulath-
mind flayer is speaking directly to us.
Ulabulu?
Ulathum,
Ooga booga.
is it
Oh
is it
my.
impossible for one of my kind to not find altruism, to not seek redemption?
Is it also
Okay, as a player, the fact that he said my kind as an individual and not all Borgy does make me pause as a player. But she is one track. She just sees a Lithid and she is very Lysel and will
You're
kill
saying
them.
we might have a Hugh situation here?
Yes.
Fuck yes. I understood that.
When the Trekkies and the D&D players combine.
ENG, that's my wheelhouse.
Right?
Yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about. There might be a hue up there, but the fact that there is a grouping of them. Okay, table talk, not in character. All right. The fact that they, and this is for the group, obviously. I don't know how many people know about the Illithid
I don't
as
know
a
about
player.
In game or off character?
As a player knowledge,
Ah,
not character knowledge.
Yeah.
okay.
Character knowledge, the Gith know about them.
Yes,
They know all about them. Player knowledge is
like
different.
I said, they've been fighting them for hundreds of years at this point.
Thousands.
Yeah,
Yes,
thousands.
Thousands,
yes.
millennia.
They don't have sense. They don't have much sense of individuality because
No,
they are
they are
usually controlled by an elder brain.
they are a hive mind. There
Mhm.
is no individual. There is no Zool. The fact that and they wouldn't have a mental image or a hologram or something like that to
They don't actually. They don't quite have a hive mind. They're telepathic. They have hive colonies, and the elder brain does assume control. But even outside of that, they do almost have their own personalities. They are actually able to trade among each other, and they tend to self-serve. They're very much about, I
They're
want to say, luxury,
but
almost.
their grasp on psionic power is so great that they would not hide behind an image.
That
They would be here on planet side themselves. If they are on the ship, then they wouldn't be there unless they're absolutely injured or something like that. They would have thrall or something, which I'm guessing Eucharist is um doing things to help them stabilize and such like that. But they wouldn't rely on parlor tricks
that's
to
fair.
intimidate because they wouldn't need to. Like
yeah,
they could
because they're better
stalk
than us.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're like I said, their grasp
it's because
on psionics is so
they're
great
better
that
than
they
us and
would
they
be
know
able
they're
to
better
stop
than us.
you from doing
So
things.
much better.
Like
That cute hot girl in high school.
that inherent sense of cockiness.
Yeah, I hated that girl. She knew she was better than me.
Hmm.
Bitch.
She got lead cheerleader, and I didn't get diddly squat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Not Leo cheerleader.
Nope. All right, still doing table talk.
No, that's about it. So, well, yes, okay. So, yes, I
Oh,
am
Jesus.
inclined to believe that they may not actually be part of a hive, but I don't think that they are 100% innocent either.
For ones that infiltrate our minds, though, they know exactly what needs
Yeah.
to be heard. That's where my
Yeah.
character stands. I don't give a fuck if he's trying to pretend he's altruistic.
Yeah. There we still I mean, we haven't told anybody, but those in the party, I'll select those of that we have interlopers in our midst.
Ask your brain worm.
I know what I'm talking about.
No, ask your brain worm.
Ask it. I'm not gonna ask it nothing. I'm gonna drink some fucking anti-parasital and get rid of it.
You can take
Ivermectin.
ivermectin.
Yeah.
It's basically the Val potion that he'd been working with the dragon on in order to suppress these things.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we both went to ivermectin immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't remember what the fucking thing was called. I've blocked a lot of those years out, okay?
Well,
I smoked a lot
unfortunately,
of
I'm
weed
sorry.
then. I smoked a lot
Those
of
were our first years together.
Why do you think she blocked them out?
Apparently.
It was like our first year of marriage.
I'm
So
kidding. I'm kidding, Brett and
No.
Christina Lynn.
No, you're quite astute.
No, well, I was just giving you guys a hard time. I don't want to stir up old wounds. I wasn't trying to actually be mean.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
There's no old wounds. We're playing.
Okay. All right.
I'm not playing.
Yeah, I
Fine,
mean technically you are. You're here.
fine.
It's the game.
It's
Yeah.
true.
And he's
True.
playing Magic, so
No. Don't call
Um,
me out.
Any more table talk that you
no,
want
I
guys
think that's
to
it. I
discuss?
think that's it. I think
Did
that's
I
it.
anyone
think
else
we
want
move
to
on
throw in?
to pillow talk.
No, no. Did anyone else want to discuss something before we go back to game? Like what they know out of character? Or player?
I was about to lecture you guys on chemistry.
Oh,
do you guys want to know
Okay.
like the appropriate technique for doing composite layups with wet resin and dry fiber, or do you guys want me to talk about pre-impregnated stuff?
Yes, please.
okay. I think maybe we'll go into the game itself.
Okay.
So,
Take all the fun out, Eric.
Talked
Fuck.
about out of game knowledge, and now I'm not allowed to talk about fucking layups. Great. How are we supposed to make aerospace parts, guys?
so Uluthum had just asked your character the question about whether or not it's impossible for his species to find altruism, and to suggest that maybe he's not the same as his others. That was the last thing he asked before, or that was the last thing that was asked before
Wait,
you
wait,
went to
wait,
the
wait.
table.
So who is he is calling himself
Yes.
Umathum?
That's
Uluthum
Uluthum.
is the lead mind flayer right here.
Mm.
This is
Uma Thum?
Eurocrest.
Yeah, Umathumer.
Uluthum. Oh,
I like
jeez.
Umathuman better. Okay.
Uma Thurman, yes, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying not to go full on.
Is he
Okay.
gonna put his feet on screen for like an uncomfortable amount of time?
Mm-hmm.
No, I hope not.
Wiggle his big toe.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
please.
that's right. I forgot she did that a lot at the behest of the guy who likes feet.
Mm-hmm. Feet boy.
That makes a lot of sense suddenly.
You didn't.
I think
Okay.
she might have been painting. Did she paint her toenails in Pulp Fiction?
Anyways.
Can't remember.
No? Yeah, sorry. Anyways,
That was Jackie Brown.
the last thing he did was put the question to you before you went to the table. So did you want to answer it, or do you want him to continue?
Your
I'm-
kind does not lead to altruism. And if I were to believe anything you would say, you would actually have to be here. Know your kind. You're nothing but tricksters and slavers. Is thaumaturgy still going? It's only a minute.
Yeah, it can still be. I think it still would be going at this point.
It's also a cantrip, so.
Yeah. I
When
can
you
cast
ba-
it 3 times to stack the effect.
When you basically suggest that,
When I call his ass out.
yeah, when you basically point out that he's not even there, the 3 other mind flayers kind of vanish. You sort of see them fickle out, and it's just Uluthum left behind. I am saddened that you can't see that that I might not be the same as the others. That you have become so full of hatred and anger.
Can you not
I invite you-
understand, based off of the relationship between us for over thousands of years?
So much for altruism.
You must understand. I do understand you, but I am saddened that it can't be overcome. However, I can offer you only an olive branch of peace. I would say, come visit me at my nautiloid, and I will show you. Excuse me. I will show you my willingness to help and assist in any way I can to prove that
Absolutely not.
I am what I say I am.
If we were to meet in person, we'd have to do it in a neutral location. I'm not meeting on your grounds. You don't dictate our lives.
Not any longer.
That's why you flee into the skies, into the dark crannies of space to get away from us.
We are your harbinger of death.
Shin's just gonna be like, "Aw, you guys are working together towards a common foe."
Well, okay, wait.
That's grown so attached to each other.
Shen, you're technically within 10 feet of me, and I can slap the shit out of you with my glaive.
Technically, Zith and I have always been on the same team.
Yeah.
Technically.
He probably doesn't know which one of us is which.
Oh, yeah. So when
We probably all look the
What's
same.
her nuts left, Zith became a Yankee, and my husband became the Zerai. So my husband and Val are the Zerai, and Zith and I are the Yankee. He's my common law husband, and we
This
hate
is
it.
oh,
So Ulathurum Ulathumum turns to Eurychus, and you
I
can
heard
kind
it.
of hear it barely over the. There's just this hushed silence as everyone's been also been watching this exchange back and forth. It says this does not diminish our alliance, but it does complicate things. I hope you can handle this, Eurychus. And you see his image begin to vanish as well.
Coward. She yells that.
Eurychus looks down at your group and he goes ahead and starts making his way down from the higher area.
Close enough.
Okay,
Puts her hand on the silver sword.
he raises his hands to show he's unarmed, but he says, "I don't
That does
know."
not mean shit.
That's fine. I don't know who your group is or who you are, but I think you'll find
No one
yourselves unwelcome
does.
here.
Did
You
he
are
say
smart.
unwelcome or welcome?
Yes, he said
Unwelcome.
unwelcome.
We've
If
been
you are
unwelcome.
smart, you will not allow them to step foot on your planet. You will not allow anyone to get on their nautiloid. You will send them packing.
Why? What are they to you?
Slavers.
They will. She gives a
Worst
rundown
kind.
of the what is it called? Semamorpheus? A semiomorpheus?
Ceramorphosis. Ceramorphosis.
The Summer of Morpheus.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that one.
Ceramorphosis.
I'll listen to the linguist. Okay, he knows how to say fucking words. I don't. I'm just a writer. Okay.
Okay, so you're giving
See,
a.
we're on very close lines of work here. So
Can you go ahead and give me a persuasion check on this one to try to convince him of
God
this?
damn it.
I'm gonna put
With all four of you, you can have an advantage on this one.
all of my weapons away.
I was about to start charm person people around.
Okay. He actually starts listening to you on this one right here, and he seems a little bit thoughtful. You start to become aware that he's not affected by them in that sense. They may very well have not done anything to him as a show of trying to infiltrate this,
Okay, I've
assuming
been
that they are
playing a
part.
lot of BG3. Do I have Mindworm powers yet?
You have been stifling it with Val.
Mm.
Both of you have stifled your things, and they're not normal mind worms at all.
Are they just
Um,
like the ones in BG3?
no, they aren't.
Okay.
The ones in BG3 were they were infected with shadow magic essentially.
Yeah, I
These
haven't
ones,
gotten that far. I'm not even out of Act 1 yet.
what you know about these ones is one, they've been in hibernation for a very long time, at least a year, and
Okay.
two, they are the spawn of Grail, the giant astral spider that had been infected with ceramorphosis.
Mm.
So,
But he seems completely appalled by what you're describing to him.
like I
So
said,
this is just,
Go on to the history of my people.
yeah,
Sing them the song.
all of my weapons are put away. I'm gonna just hands open, hands out, showing that I'm not gonna hurt him.
Hmm.
And I'll walk up to him and I'll start basically explaining to him like what they are to us, the history of everything that happened, why we feel the way that we do. Kind
I
of.
will describe in graphic detail how his body will not be.
he turns away from you and mutters something that sounds a lot like fake news. No, just joking.
Nice.
But there's another important argument. There's another
Kidding.
important argument. I will start discussing about the unusually high amount of alien life forms that have been coming to Gash recently. Mind flayers, the Gith, and the demons that have been spawning, and
Many as one.
that's not natural. And certainly, this is being contested as a strategic point for any sort of reason. That why else all these alien beings would have started pouring over guests?
Where's Shin?
So they are the real enemy. like all of them. Okay, not the gifts that have like accidentally been brought here, but all these other beings. They are the enemies. We should not fight amongst ourselves, our own kind, especially not amongst the Earth Genasi themselves. If we want this planet for ourselves, we will have to get together and cast off Azoth and the demons and the mind flayers and all the other aliens that are pouring.
And the Gith.
All right.
I
So
mean, technically, we will need to
And
leave.
ba- based on what you described him here, he kind of looks around. He sees a lot of these people sort of muttering on themselves and looking really concerned.
Does Shin have?
And
Sorry, I'm interrupting just for a moment,
good.
just so that I can. Shin, you've got Stewart, right?
Yes.
Where's
He's on my shoulder.
He's on your shoulder. Sweet. Um, I'm going to grab Stewart off your shoulder. Not enough to hurt, not enough to kill him, but enough like you could
We had a deal. You promised to let us live.
shut up and you'll
Here.
live.
You'll still alive.
He shuts up promptly.
And I'll walk over to Eurychrist, and I'm gonna hold Many as one right up, probably a foot from his face,
Uncomfortably close.
and I'll say,
Okay.
"This is what they do to creatures. They experiment on things for fun. They don't care about life."
Okay. So he sees this thing, and it definitely revolts him. And you see also empathy on his face as he realizes that that used to be a normal creature at some point,
And then
or at least it used to be the species.
speak. I'm
Okay,
talking to
so
the rat. It'll know that I'm talking to it.
so many is
Yeah,
one.
because you're squeezing him.
Go ahead and chitters and says, "Please, do not kill us. I'll speak." And you can see your Chris can definitely hear that
And
he's speaking to your
I'll
Chris.
hold my hand open so that I'm not crushing him.
Okay.
He's standing
So
on
your
standing on my palm like Stuart Little.
your Chris looks around and says, "If what you tell me is true, we need to speak in private, away from the rest of the away from the rest of the followers." And so he goes ahead and motions to kind of come up on the hill, out of earshot of them. And that's to everyone in your group.
I'm tired of walking. I will just.
I'm gonna be looking at the Genasi, going, Don't worry, don't worry. We're gonna figure this out."
I'll move Val up there too.
I don't know. What do
If
you?
what you say is if what you say is true about these Illithid, I'm not sure what else we can do. We depended on them for this plan. We're going to break their spire with an Nautiloid.
I set the rat
And
back on
they've-
Shin's shoulder.
I'm like
And-
holding onto Shin's hand because I'm afraid he's gonna run away from me again.
Look, I need to be clear. I do not completely trust Vugnarhead, and
None of us
we
do.
have reasons to believe that he is.
He seems
also
kind of trustworthy,
part-
right?
Yeah, I mean, he is not to be completely trusted, or maybe trusted at all. But at this very moment, we have to put together these fighting powers over Gash and direct them towards the common enemy, which is number one, the demons that are invading.
So
I'm
he
I'm gonna-
goes, well then, let's go ahead.
Go ahead. I was
was
just
gonna
gonna ask Eurochrist, what exactly do we need to do to destroy the spire? Do we need their plan in
It's-
general? Are we not strong enough?
They have that flying ship. The Gith would recognize the Nautiloid as being capable of doing something like this. It is powerful, and apparently it's the only thing that still flies, according to the rumors that you've been hearing, as opposed to any other spelljammer that crashes almost immediately. That was their entire plan there. And right now, if they don't know, or if they know that we would join forces with you instead, we would have nothing. And we need to break the spire. It causes all the dreams and everything else that's been enslaving my people.
I
And I'm gonna be like,
understand,
yeah, definitely need to stop that.
Yes, and Vuknarhep himself explicitly said that the Nautiloid's crashing is his doing.
And
On,
let's just say that I do believe you about this, but we need something to convince my other people too that this is worth changing our alliances. Can you offer any proof? Can you bring evidence showing that their purpose here is not altruistic, that they are in fact going to hurt us?
yeah, we could have brought the carcasses of the demons that we slayed on the way, but
They're kind of heavy, and they smell in this heat.
Should have taken the heads.
Did they summon the demons?
Yes.
Hmm,
Well, there were a lot of fucking demons.
They didn't-
Somebody
Deception
summoned
check.
something.
that was not
Deception
them.
check, please, Crix. Okay.
It's not deception if I don't know, right?
If you don't know, well, it happened to match his insight, but it's
Roll off.
it's a roll off at that point. He's not sure that he believes you on that one.
That's
now
fine.
it would
I'm
be
not sure if
wasting-
I believe me either.
You've described something that experiments and creates new species,
I-
but the demons are demons. They're a different thing entirely.
They had nothing to do with the demons.
When was the last time I took this potion that would inhibit using the power of the worm?
I mean, the only proof that we can physically give you currently is many as one.
I don't know that it'll convince everyone else.
What if it was more than just the one rat?
I was just about to ask Stuart that same question.
Can you call your family to come and hang out?
What if
Is
there
that
were
what you're gonna ask him?
hundreds,
can
maybe
you-
more?
Can you call the family for a cookout?
Even if you called him, would that prove that these things are willing to do that to us? We don't know that there's initially a connection. I can see it, but I don't know that my people would.
Can I,
Okay, so my
Can I-
question still stands. When was the last time I took the potion to inhibit the brain worm?
I would assume it's
You
like every morning.
Probably, yeah, pretty much. You would have taken one today.
Fuck. Well, okay. Can I give myself an aneurysm and try to push through it?
Oh my god, no. You mean you sit there, make your face turn red until you pass out?
Something like that. I gotta show him. I gotta
No.
show him.
Let's.
I'm gonna ask Eurochris, is a scorpion not true to its own nature?
Oh, we've got a fucking philosophical hippie
Oh,
here.
jeez. Okay. Well, I'm not sure how to answer that one right there.
I feel like we're at an impasse because, unfortunately, your people are in the same state that our people were. They are desperate, they are hungry, and they are easily manipulated by kind words at this point.
Okay.
Because of the fact that the enemy of your enemy is now become your friend. They're trying to create a vacuum of power that they can fill. We have also met with Vuknarhep, and we understand the problems that he represents. We share much more akin with your beliefs in rebellion, in overthrowing of this kind of thing. However, take it from a race that has dealt with these people and has spent millennium splintered. The four of us are not the same.
Okay. So, Helix, go ahead and give me a persuasion with advantage.
Oh, that sucks. I'm terrible at these.
And that's because we're yeah.
Bam. Bam. Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's a -1 for fuck's sake, and I'm a fucking priest.
That's a fail, unfortunately. But he basically looks and says, "Look, I'm willing to take your word at this, but I don't know that's going to be enough to convince them. If you manage to get a hold of the Nautiloid in order to complete this, in order to help us break the spire, then I will support you."
You're
What the
getting the wrong
fuck?
of it. You're getting the wrong of it. We can't break the spire. We need to harness the power of the spire to help us against the invaders.
They are the invaders.
Not only they, but the
Yeah,
demons.
there's
I,
fucking everything on this planet at this point. I get that, but like for is to Xanath's mind,
Y'all
they
are a
are the
truck stop on the
invaders.
five
They are
at this
the
point.
only ones you need to worry about
Uh,
because, and she'll say that she'll say they are the only ones you need to worry about because if they get there even a foothold on this planet, all of you are gone. It
okay,
will not matter about the spire.
Xanath, do you want to give me a persuasion, please?
I just closed my fucking sheet.
Why did you close your sheet?
Because it's a little window and I need it to get out of the fucking way so I can see the rest of the map. So I closed it,
Okay. What
hoping
is it
I
you're?
have advantage. Okay,
I got you. So what is it that you're hoping to convince him to do?
forget about the fucking spire. Forget about going up against Vuknarhep or anything like that. Focus on the goddamn mind flayers and the massive threat that they are. That is the priority. Everything else is a squabble.
For him, it isn't. For him, the priority is the spire because he knows that hurts him. He has only seen the Lithids actually helping his people. At least it seems like they've been bringing in helping pilgrims here. So that's one of the things that he basically sort of explains. Is like they've been helping. I'm not sure you can't ask me to give up this mission. This is the whole reason I am here. The whole reason everyone's coming to see me.
wait a minute. Your whole reason is the deliverance of your people or the destruction of the spire?
The destruction of the spire is the deliverance of my people. Right now,
Not necessarily.
that
I
spire
have
gives
just
Vuk.
told you. I have just told you. You have the opportunity to seize the power of the spire and help fight the invaders.
No, the power of that spire is what is giving the dreams to my people. It allows Vuknar Hip to extend his influence
No, this
across
is
the entirety of the
Vuknar.
land.
This
No,
is
I think
Vugnar's help. This is Vugnar help using the power of the spider to do so. But a two is a two.
Rodrigo would totally use the One Ring.
yes,
What if
yes
we
he
killed
would.
Vugnarhep?
That would work.
We can use his help and Zul's help and the other entities, Tyrannus' help and everybody else's help to cast
And
away the mind flayers and the demons, and then we can deal with Vugnar help.
you really depend on Zul right now.
He's a fish
He's also
ghost.
very mad at us.
He's a little bit. He's a
Yeah.
little pissed.
He's a little angry.
Remember, we scratched his eyes.
Kind of betrayed him a little bit. Went back on our word.
I mean, he
I
wanted
mean,
us to put his eyes in the
I
sand.
guess we didn't go
Okay.
back on our word. We did what we promised. We did what we said we would do. There was
You
just
think
an
he's going
extra
to see it
step.
that way?
There's an extra step.
He's not a
He's gonna
computer.
get sand in his eye anyway.
I feel
It's
like
a
the
freaking
only
desert.
way to get through to him is with song. Somebody go.
Mm.
Oh, I do have a pretty good performance,
I'm-
so. Um.
Don't
Okay.
you think that just
I met a girl.
disposing don't you think that
All
just
right.
disposing of Vugnar help wouldn't be
So,
enough?
what?
This
Your
don't you
Chris.
think
Your Chris stops you. Says, "This is my offer right now. I will lead you to them if you promise to take the Nautiloid and do what they were going to do. Will you agree to
no,
this?"
you know that this is not going to happen. What is going to happen is we can seize the power that Vugnar help is holding for himself, share it among all of us so we can all fight together. But we won't destroy such an useful tool.
Okay.
You have
know that
one
Al-Hajin,
option
you
at
know
this
that
point.
Al-Hajin's being very, very influenced by Solicitus. So
Yes.
yeah, that's
He is on the cusp of losing his shit right now.
no. I mean, he's in the early times when I first joined it, I would totally be okay. Let's destroy that spider,
Yeah.
and that's fine. No, not anymore.
No. The muscle daddy's got his hooks in you.
Let's.
You have one option here. Really. Heed our advice and have our help as we offer it, or we go somewhere else and offer them.
Do
You,
you?
you you know
And
that
you
we
will
could.
be seen as in the way of achieving our
And
mission of ridding
and
the universe of the
You.
geek stink.
You
and
are.
what help are you offering me?
You.
All you've done is offer to kill my allies, my only allies that have offered their help to our
And the
cause.
fact that you see them as allies is more than enough point for me. And she
Parlay.
turns her back.
I have just told you that we will side with you against Vuknarheb.
I don't give two shits
What
about
parts
Vugnarheb at
aren't
this
you
point. There's a
understanding?
fucking Nautiloid right there.
Yeah, but
That's
that's
not
the only thing he cares about.
that's not the
He
Nautiloid.
really.
Well, whatever. Okay. There's fucking a Lithid right there.
Oh, no, sorry. I was gonna say that's just a ship. That is a wrecked ship. You can see
Oh,
that right now. It is not the Illithid Nautiloid at all.
Parlay.
okay.
You don't know where they're at.
It's
Do you
even
have a
worse.
means of communication with your allies?
I do.
Where's the fucking thief in the party?
We don't have a thief in the party.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
You guys are real smart about that.
Whoopsie.
No, every time you
We
got
used
one,
to
it was
have a
always
thief in the party.
you had a goblin very briefly that was a rogue, and they left almost immediately.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, where's our other goblin guy?
We
The
left
other,
him behind at the city.
yeah,
Oh,
you had Ziri and you had Brick. Brick is back at the city because you've chosen to leave him behind. You basically told him, yeah, you know what, we don't really need your help. So he's not too happy because
I
what it
mean,
means
we're
is
still
that
gonna
Christ gets
get
help.
him off the planet.
Yeah, we told
We're
him we
just
were
not.
leaving him behind because we didn't want to get him fucking killed.
You guys told him you're leaving behind because you didn't want to deal with him. You didn't trust him.
Well, we didn't, but we weren't gonna get him killed either. We are gonna take him off the planet. We didn't say we weren't gonna do
Yeah, we
that.
said we were going to
We
keep
are
our word. We just said we
we
didn't
are
trust
kids
him.
of our word. Okay, if we're gonna
Okay.
kill something. We're gonna fucking kill something. If we're not gonna kill something, we wait.
Okay. Well, I don't remember ever having that character being told that you guys were in fact going to come back for him. It was just mostly a, let's get rid of these guys and dump them off. That's why I was kind of confused on this one.
Okay.
But you asked him if that.
We just
So-
having him stay in camp for the minute. Okay.
If you can set up for some, not all, of us to meet with the Illithid, I'm trying very, to not besmirch these people because all we're doing is shitting on the people that are helping someone who's, trying to start a rebellion, and that's never going to work. And I know that
They
based
are
off of,
not the rebel. Okay.
No,
They are
no.
joining the empire.
Listen. We are attacking the wrong people right now, though. And we are creating enemies.
I haven't attacked anybody yet.
So,
Verbally.
and
Verbally
if
attacked.
they will actually meet with us, no tricks,
Projections, no tricks, no.
not all
You
of
want-
us.
You want neutral ground.
Yes, and we can have a discussion to see how we can move forward. Say 2 of theirs and 2 of ours.
I could arrange this.
Maybe 3 of ours. We could do 3 and 3 because that way we have a representative from this planet. And then
Ken's gonna raise his hand up real high.
put your hand down.
I volunteer.
No, you're still.
Oh, tribute.
Afraid you're gonna
And
run off.
then 1 Yankee, 1 Zerai.
He basically says, yes, I can arrange this, and we'll have people from my genasi there as well to basically help make sure there's still a peace, if that's what it takes.
We do not intend to make your lives harder. We
I
know
understand.
what it's like to try and cast off the yoke of oppression and how hard it is to start from the beginning.
When do you want to meet them?
When Val gets back.
Hey,
That's a good answer. That's probably the best time to leave off here.
Yeah.
9:30. We're getting close to that bedtime mark.
So, um,
Shin, are you back for good?
Yeah, we can go
Yes.
to table talk here. This is fine.
and
Forever and ever.
yeah, I'll
Ever.
it's not that I don't. It's not that I don't trust you, Xanath, to go talk to him, but you do have a brain worm, so I'm gonna be one of the ones who goes.
I know. That's fine. I'll get to sit with Shin and visit.
And a short temper.
You know, off
Trix is
character,
kind of a. Oh, go ahead.
if we can get to this neutral meeting place with a couple minutes before the illithids, I can cast magic circle around us just to make sure that we are safe.
If I have 10 minutes time, I can put up a 24-hour druid grove that has a number of effects.
Bro, nobody gives a shit about playing Kumbaya, okay?
Kumbaya.
And like I said, no underhanded tricks. Like,
I mean, magic circle is just protection, just to make sure that they cannot attack us with using their psionic power and stuff like that.
see that I'm okay with, and I will not bring my sharp pointy objects if they cannot use their psionic power.
And the entire warded area radiates magic. Dispel magic cast on the area if successful removes only one of the following effects. So even if they were to cast something, but I can do fog.
No underhanded
do-
tricks. That's literally the big thing that
No,
I'm
I
trying
like
to
this
say.
idea. This is a great idea. Good Shin. Good Shin.
And then, Brett, I sent you messages, so please check both of your
Dick
accounts.
pics.
Yeah, no, exactly.
No, I sent
Because
those.
you have two different accounts, and I had to
Oh,
send
shit.
messages to both of them. But
Didn't
please
mean to
check
do
them
that,
both.
but
What'd you do? What'd you do?
I-
Why are you summoning stuff?
He meant it.
I didn't mean to.
He
You
meant
cast
it.
magic and you aggro every person in the area because they think you're attacking.
He is.
Good job.
But no, we like no underhanded tricks. Like I don't have fancy magic to hurt things with. I point to all of sharp pointy objects. Um, and I will leave all of these behind.
I'm searching through the bag of holding. Shin, look, I've been saving shinies for you.
And yeah,
She pulls out Jasper
while they're doing that, I'll
Shinies.
and citrine.
I'm just gonna reassure him that like we will mean absolutely no harm. The magic circle idea is a good one because it'll make it so that no magic is. It's a non-magical zone, I guess, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's like a one-way barrier. So at the time of casting, it can be chosen whether anything that's out can come in or anything that's inside can come out. So in this case, we will protect ourselves from any external effects. I'll just like
Okay.
I'll put the spell card here. It's gonna be easier.
Um. Are they? They're not any of those things.
Oh, what are they?
They're
not
aberrations.
things- Oh,
So
Illithids are an aberration.
I mean, the only thing that I can offer them, and you can tell them this, is my I guess my word as a warrior. That I will not cause harm unless I'm attacked, and I will not be armed, and the people that I bring with me will only respond with violence if violence is it is used. So,
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm gonna bring this guy who Q Val standing over in the corner T-posing. Um, he's meditating currently, so very deep in meditation.
A very weird meditation that involves both arms outstretched and standing and
It's
just kind of hovering along.
it's an ancient Gith Zerai ritual.
He kind of clips right through a barrel.
It yeah. See, look, he's doing so well that he's able to phase through object.
He is one with the universe, and
Yep.
specifically one with a barrel.
Yep.
Mhm.
So once he's done with his deep meditation, that sounds really gross. Uh,
Giggity.
we you can't giggity. I just giggitied myself, basically. Then yeah, we'll sit down and we can have a parlay, I guess is the term I will use.
That's a pretty accurate description of what you're describing.
So I can't guarantee that anything positive will come from it, but I will do my best to not have something negative come from it.
Mm.
I think positive thoughts.
Just think happy thoughts.
Mm.
You can go play with Shin for like the entire time we're gone.
Ooh, Shin and Muscle Daddy visit time.
You and Shin can like. Wait a second.
You're right there.
Wait, that's not a terrible idea. Not the you and Muscle Daddy and Shin thing. Um. Oh God, that's a fucking Rule 34 I didn't want to think of. Oh, it's burned
Oh,
into my eyes now. Oh,
I didn't get it.
oh,
No
sorry.
one did.
No, Al,
He's thinking
can
about
you
pornographic images involving Shin
can
and
you
Sabat
That's not what I was going
and
for.
Xanath.
Al, are you able to like if things go into your lamp, can you make it so that it's like a magic-free zone?
Unfortunately not. But let me read this.
Damn.
Just let me read to answer you properly. Where is this?
We need an
Did
anti-magic
that do
circle
that?
is what we need. Does anyone have a beholder?
Sanctuary vessel.
Not in
Yeah, I
my
left
helmet.
mine in my other
Yeah, I
pocket.
just keep one of my. Yeah. Oh, it's in my other pants.
Oh shit, it's the other bag of holding that has the beholder. It's our bag of beholding.
No,
I
that's.
see what you did there.
Okay.
That's what I can do, but I can't make it a magic-free zone. The only safe way to make it a magic-free zone would be perhaps to cast silence, but then there would be no parley.
Yeah, and also they can speak into our minds directly.
It wouldn't stop
But
psionics.
what can be done is a measure of safety. You know, if they try anything against you, I can send them to a random place at the astral sea forever.
Can you guarantee they would be willing to go into the vessel? That's the thing.
Yeah, that's
No need to come into the vessel. I'm saying if they try anything, I can send them to a random place in the astral sea.
Technically, you're talking about banishment, aren't you?
Yeah, that's what I can
Well,
do.
one, you have to be they have the possibility of beating your DC on it.
Mm-hmm.
The
Oh
other
yeah.
thing too is they're not from the astral sea. You
No,
send
but
them to their home
banishment.
plane, wherever it is.
No, it's okay. Yeah, that's right.
so.
That's right.
Well, then yeah, we'll just have to meet Based on
Magic Circle is not going to work because
trust.
Magic Circle is not going to work, unfortunately.
I don't like that. I don't trust.
Oh yeah, but there's one thing they cannot. And I don't know. Yeah, if they are the type. Yeah.
So
So
we will agree, yeah, to a sit down.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, that message is received there, and your Chris nods, and he basically starts getting his belongings and gets ready to go back to wherever he's residing.
Hey,
Um,
And
there's something that can be done. I can try scrying them just before the meeting to
mm,
know if they are planning something.
Might be seen as a hostile.
yeah. Like I said, no, I don't want to do any underhanded stuff. Um, the anti-magic thing would be the only thing I'd be willing to do because then it affects everybody.
did you pick a day that you want to meet with them? Like 1 day's time, 2 days time,
Yeah,
tomorrow night?
we'll give it like 2 days time. That way we can discuss and further, and also have some time with Shin before I get kidnapped by illithids. Um,
I don't like
You
this
know,
plan.
maybe Val has access to more spells because the Warlock spell list is really limited.
yeah. So we'll
Maybe
once
Val.
Val gets back, we'll talk to Val also.
See what Val's thoughts are on it.
Yeah, and but like I said, we'll call it 2 days time, or you know, we'll maybe we should do 3 days time depending on how far we have to travel. It depends. Like it might be a long commute. We're not sure. Traffic might be bad. Um, but I want to make sure that Chris knows that we are not trying to stop his rebellion, and we are going to do our best not to hinder his efforts.
Hmm.
Okay. So he nods, and then he shuffles off.
And then I throw a
Yeah.
spear at him. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Joking.
there we go. Oh, hold on. Let's find. No, just joking.
All right, I'll roll to hit.
Let's see. I do have.
Oh, he magically disappeared to the GM layer. You can't hit him
Wrong.
anymore.
Aw.
Did not
Oh.
mean to do that.
I can.
You had your chance. Sorry.
Spells allows you to find the shortest, most direct physical route to spit. That's not what I want.
Anyways, welcome back, Shin. I'm glad you could take part in this again.
Welcome back.
Super excited.
Also
Yay.
glad that you're able to take part in this part of the story that actually revolves a lot more around your character's interactions.
I came back just in time.
It was good timing. It was really good timing because they were starting to check out these lands, and then suddenly I got word that you were interested. I was like, oh, okay, I'll reach out and see if you're interested in getting back in now.
We don't want no drama.
Yeah,
drama.
now that I have this like super powerful fucking PC and everything, I can actually run Roll20 properly.
Yeah, now that you don't
See,
have
and
to
here
struggle
I
bus.
thought you were just mad at us.
No, it was definitely a lot to do with the PC. And
I told you guys.
You
I-
said something else. Thank you very much.
I said he had personal shit going on in his life. He had health problems.
and yeah, so
PC health.
I am also like super disabled.
He
And
wears
I
a
was
cape and
also
everything.
fighting. Yeah.
Sorry.
I hope you-
And I was basically fighting a really, really hardcore battle with disability. So like there
Like,
was a lot of
State
things going on.
disability.
Like I was fighting it for like 8+ years.
Oh
Mm.
no.
Yeah. And like my health is at the point where I walk with a cane permanently now. So it's
sorry.
kind of like I needed to focus on that and single dad bullshit. So, but
To a
You know,
Hufflepuff at that.
yeah, to a dude, I
Oh,
swear to God, if she
your
was
kid's a
awake right
Hufflepuff,
now.
huh?
No, she is not.
She's
a
100%
Slytherin.
a Hufflepuff.
I'm a Hufflepuff.
Yeah, exactly.
No, she is a hardcore Slytherin.
Nah,
my.
she's not. She's not. She wants to be, but she's
Dark
not.
eyeliner, the whole fishnet arm warmers.
No, that's a Hufflepuff dressing up.
See? See? Cosplay.
It's a Hufflepuff going out on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, she deviated from the family, core, to begin with. We are Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, Cross. We are not Slytherin. And then
They no, she's definitely not a Slytherin. It's like, because if you think about it, like the Slytherin, they wear like fancy clothes and stuff. This is like if a Hufflepuff went to a Slytherin party and thought that they knew what they should wear to be cool and fit in.
no, bro, she's kind of fucking like, bro, she's devious.
I don't give a shit. Your kid thinks she can talk shit to me, and she's never won.
You don't give a fuck.
Well, bro, I mean, look who she's deciding to go up against. I've tried telling her, I was like, honey, you don't understand. Uncle Sasquatch is just he runs over grown-ass adults that have been through college and just runs them through the ringer.
But that's
like,
because I talk a
we're
lot.
never going to win.
Some of them
She's
like
like-
it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, she's like, I
even
don't
have to charge
care.
Extra. But yeah,
She
no,
just and she comes with it too.
sometimes. But yeah,
All
no.
I know is I remember somebody saying that we were teasing you too much about being the pet, and I felt
was
really
me.
fucking bad.
I said that.
I said
did.
that.
Yeah, no.
I said that didn't bother him nearly as much.
Yeah, no.
Still means it bothered.
Well, I was new to the group, and I thought they were.
Yeah,
Being dick.
Val also said that, like, hey, like maybe it's because you guys were, enslaving somebody.
We
And
didn't
there is a little bit of
enslave.
ick with that, but I mean that's
Don't be
that's
icky.
my personal thing, But I mean, at that same, injunction, like there's still a lot to be said with like the nuances within this like dynamic, because it's not necessarily slavery. Like it's the
Who's
nuanced
taking
ideas.
care of him, for fuck's sake? That's what she thought.
Yeah, and
Oh, I'm done with the
You're-
recording. I'm gonna stop that now.
Okay.